Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Actually, good morning, depending where you are in the country. I want to welcome you. Hope you're having an absolutely empowering day. Dr. J. LaGuardia here, and I'm so grateful to have Dr. Lona Cook, one of my closest friends, somebody who I turn to when I need some realignment in my headspace. And Dr. Lona will be presenting at our TriplePLife Virtual KickOff Summit next weekend, next Saturday. And first of all, I'm so grateful that you accepted my invitation to join us. You're a wealth of wisdom. You bring such an energy and a femininity in the sense of a softness that really connects people. And I'm excited about what you're going to be speaking about next weekend. Really, the title is called Restoring Alignment. And so first of all, thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing a few minutes. Yeah, and telling us about what you're going to speak about and how it could benefit people who maybe experience a little bit of challenge with alignment and really what that means.
Sure. Well, thank you. I'm honored to be asked to share on your event, and likewise, I come to you for many things too. So it's very mutual, and I'm again honored. Yeah, when we were talking and just kind of thinking about what I wanted to bring through, I think something that's been a theme throughout the past 12 months is just this needing to be grounded and to really get rooted in your faith and your philosophy, and how that looks and how you carry out your life. And I think we can all recognize that there's people we go to, especially when we feel uprooted, that help us get rerouted into, maybe a better day or a better outlook, or, maybe things have really hit the fan and you just need to have a place to hunker in for a little bit. And we were talking about how important it is to be able to re-navigate when you feel your fears, and to get back to kind of that core or that essence of who you really are, that generally will help us move through the fear. So I think we've all had different fears in the last 12 months that have come up, maybe some that we've never experienced before, and maybe some that feel really oppressive right now. So with that said, I'm not someone that says I don't have fear. I definitely have fears. And I've also learned how to connect back into myself and recognize my own truths and my own values. And that helps me move forward. And so I'm hoping that what I can bring you on our time together is a way to help yourself recognize how your intuition or your higher self speaks to you, and to use that to move, because a lot of times I think we stew in our fear and we don't get moving, or we create indecision and then we lack decision and action. And so when I think about the essence of intuition, a lot of times in the past, I would have kind of said it in a funny way just to make everyone comfortable, because not everyone's comfortable talking about more of these airy fairy things. But when the rubber meets the road in business, intuition is money. So it really helps you grow a bigger business and a more, I think, strong core group of people around you when you can use that not only in your hiring or letting go skills, using intuition, but also teaching those that work with you how to pay attention to their gut and their intuition, and work with that. So, we are these really amazing beings that I think a lot of us have never acknowledged really how amazing our mind, body, spirit connection can be for what we're here to do for work in this world. And as we start to peel back some layers of maybe what we thought life was supposed to be lived like and go into more of who we really are at the core, it's like this magic starts to happen, and we can apply that in business too.
We talked about the word disruption before we came on. We spoke about how, perhaps more so than ever, 2020 was a year of complete and total disruption. Maybe what we thought was true isn't true. Maybe as we look ahead to the future, and our hopes and dreams maybe have been altered as a result of it, because now there's all this uncertainty. And we said that oftentimes before you can start anew, disruption is the energy that you experience. And I think what I'm most excited about that what you're going to bring is the alignment, as you mentioned, is connecting the mind, body, and spirit. And when it's in a line, you don't have to be fearful of the future or the present, because you are grounded. And
Mhm.
that voice within, that intuitive voice, will never lead you down the wrong path.
True. Yeah. Again, this is where, like, I remember when I was earlier in business, I could not have said that so eloquently, but I could hang out with you, Jay, and someone could share something like that, or you could share that with me, and it rings true. That's part of your intuition. I believe when we strip away some of the baggage we all pick up, and you get your system clear, and that might mean for some of us that we've got to clear ourselves physically, like stop eating the crap, stop drinking alcohol so much, things like that, or at all. Or it might be something like stop all these thoughts, like meditate, so that you can recognize truth. But as your system clears up, I think that's how it hits me. That's one of the ways I recognize it, is you'll listen to something and you're just like, it's almost like you want to lean into it because your body goes for it. um, those are nuggets for you to move. And I was talking to someone in my practice yesterday who's a business owner, and we actually weren't talking about the summit, or the event on the 30th, but it was like the same conversation that came up. And he just said, I recognize in my business that when I don't pay attention to what I'm getting for my intuition or my gut feelings on things, I always look back and I'm like, man, I wish I would have listened to that. And he was talking in regards to, he has quite a few employees and things. But it is this thing that in the beginning, maybe when you haven't paid attention to it, it almost like whacks you on the head that much more often, and because you're not listening to it. So it's almost got to beat you over the head with it. I know I'm going to share this in a book that I'm writing currently, but I think my first experience of really starting to pay attention to it, I was actually in Costa Rica. I got held up at gunpoint in a foreign country. And nothing happened. I mean, it happened, but I was fine. Like, they took my stuff and left. And I got back. And I think what the difference was is I started to ask myself, like, that event seemed to trigger in my mind where I was like, what is happening? Like, why are these things happening to me right now? And it wasn't like poor me. It was kind of like, am I missing something here? Like, why has life gotten this rocky? And I think for many people, that's how it starts. You get beat on the head enough times, or bad things happen enough times, that you just realize, like, you're going to say uncle, you're going to start to look at life a little differently, because if you keep doing what you're doing, it's not working out.
Couldn't agree more. And, we talk the same language as it relates to, you have to be aware. You have to live with a sense of awareness, to be able to even recognize that, because it's the first step of getting out of it and then recapturing your highest self. And I can't wait for you to present, because I know you're going to deliver just incredible information that's going to inspire, motivate people, and you're going to provide them some skill sets that they can take and utilize immediately if they're stuck in this. And every one of us, I don't care who you are, you could be a Zen Buddhist, has to recenter at some point. We all get off course. That's just normal human behavior, in my opinion. So I'm really excited that you're joining us, that you're gonna be able to present and share with us. So if you haven't yet scheduled to join us on the virtual summit, the easy link is, and I'll put it in below here on this post. If you want to join us, it's $97. It's recorded. If you could only listen to Lona and then go back to listen to any of the other presenters, you can go do so on your own time. I recommend is listen to each of the presenters with your team or organization or family or spouse, and ask each other, what was the biggest thing you picked up, and how can you apply it to your life to make yourself, one step better than you were the day before? How can I apply this to my business so we can serve our customers and each other better? So if you really utilize this the way it's designed, it can really inspire you to live better personally and professionally. So that link is TriplePLife.com/kickoff 2021. That's TriplePLife.com/kickoff 2021. Or you can go to the powerpassionprosperity.com website, hit the shop button, and you'll see that link show up. So $97. It's going to last probably a few more days, and then the price is going up by at least 100. So get in. And by the way, it's $97 for one computer, so you can have as many people on as you want. So we want to make this as affordable and accessible to as many people. Lona, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can't wait to to hear you speak next Saturday, and your wisdom is
Excited
going
to
to be,
listen in.
yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So thanks
Awesome.
again. We'll look forward to seeing you next Saturday.
Thanks, Jay.